Hi, everybody. Good Tuesday night to you. Welcome to spring break. Welcome to VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend ISD baseball. We are ready to start district play in District 26A. And tonight's debut of the new head coach of the Clements Rangers, Brett Veliquette. He takes on the Ridgepoint Panthers, perennial favorites in District 26A. I'm Roger Smith. Glad you're with us. We'll set it all up for you on the Batter Up Show. Tonight's exclusive VypeFortBend.com broadcast of the Clements Rangers against the Ridgepoint Panthers is brought to you by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By First Tire and Auto, 4 great locations in Fort Bend County where you can get the best prices on tires. You can get any service your vehicle needs to run at its very best. All 4 locations open Monday through Saturday. Visit firsttireandauto.com. By Archer Volkswagen, open since 1956 and ready to serve you. Archer Volkswagen on Highway 59 South. They're just inside the Sam Houston Tollway, and you will feel like family when you're at Archer Volkswagen. And by the Needville Insurance Agency. Put hundreds of dollars back in your pocket when Bradley Stavanaugh and the Needville Insurance Agency team shop all those insurance carriers and find you the lowest premium. You don't even have to leave your house. Call Bradley Stavanaugh and he will save you money on your car or your home or both. 979-793-7411 or NeedvilleInsurance.com. It's time to talk to Clinton Welch, head coach of the Ridgepoint Panthers, and we'll be back with Coach Welch on the Batter Up Show here on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Learn more about gig speed Wi-Fi and other fast speed options. Get started with Xfinity Internet 50 megabits per second for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and you could save hundreds a year on wireless. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 331.22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig Internet and Xfi Gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares optimized pricing of top carriers. Xfinity Internet required.
Welcome to the Batter Up Show. It's the first District 26A game of 2022. The Ridgepoint Panthers are on the road for their opener against the Clements Rangers, and it's time to visit with Clinton Welch, head coach of the Panthers. You seem to have a very talented team. I know there are always things that you want to improve upon, but what have they been doing well during this first couple of months of the season?
Generally speaking, defense has been pretty good. Most of the time, pitchers have been throwing strikes. So if we can get those 2 variables taken care of, we've been in most of the games. Hitting has come and gone, just like all teams. Depends on the matchup with the pitching you're seeing. So, but the pitching and defense overall has been pretty steady.
Is there anybody in particular that's really stood out that maybe is performing even better than you thought he might have at this point?
If you're talking offensively, not necessarily. I mean, we knew we had some people coming up from JV that might contribute, but really it's just we've been experimenting, moving the lineup around quite a bit. We've had pretty good contributions depending on the night, up and down the lineup, 1 through 9. So far there's been contributions up and down the lineup, so we hope that continues.
I wanted to give you a chance to maybe say a little something. I remember seeing you and Coach Dutka at the funeral service for Easy De Los Santos, and I was very fortunate that before he became ill, I got a chance to be introduced by him to Coach Veliquette. And what are some of the things that you remember about Easy, because he just had that endearing quality to him?
Yeah, well, for me personally, great friend of mine. We talked probably 3 days a week at least during the season, so definitely missed that aspect of not having him around. As far as professionally, just great baseball coach. Got his kids to play hard, really good at game management. but he's greatly missed here in the greater Houston area. Also the president of our Coaches Association here for the Houston area, so he's greatly missed.
All right, Coach. Well, it's always great to visit with you. I'm going to think of some new and fresh questions because I'll be with you on Friday night when you're hosting Austin in your second district game and several games after that, and I don't ever want you to roll your eyes when I start walking toward you. I'll try to keep it fresh. How about that?
Awesome. I appreciate you being here and broadcasting the game for everybody.
It's my pleasure, and if you ever get sick of me, you can always bring Coach Dutka over here. I'll try to get him to laugh.
He was a good luck charm for a little while last year, so we may go back to that if I start losing.
Sounds good. It'll work just fine. All right, thank you very much, Coach Clinton Welch, and we'll be back with the second half of the Batter Up Show and visit with Brett Veliquette, the new head coach of the Clements Rangers, as we continue on VypeFortBend.com. Our coverage brought to you by Xfinity, the future of awesome, by First Tire and Automotive, the Needville Insurance Agency, and by Archer Volkswagen. Roger Smith with you from Frankie Field. Looks like it's going to be a perfect night, other than maybe a little gusty wind here and there. But just wear long sleeves and you'll be fine. And if you're not at the game, well, hopefully you're warm and comfortable. And you can always listen to our live broadcasts as well as every game podcasted on VypeFortBend.com. Always free. We'll be right back.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to the Batter Up Show. We're starting district play tonight in District 26A. It's the Clements Rangers hosting the Ridge Point Panthers, and it's time to talk for the very first time to Brett Veliquette, new head coach of the Rangers. And first of all, welcome, and anything that you're thinking tonight, any gut feelings?
Hopefully we come out and we battle. All year long we talk about competing, make it like it's your last at bat, so hopefully we come out tonight in the first district game, we're prepared, and hopefully we compete.
You know, as I sent in a message to you earlier, I want to ask you a couple of questions about Coach De Los Santos and his passing. We won't dwell on it beyond tonight, but I see that there's just an awesome mural that fans see as they enter the ballpark here at Frankie Field. And what are some of the things that you want to do to make sure his memory is honored? Because a lot of these kids in your program, he meant a lot to them.
Right, and it was tough on them in the fall, and I could see it on their faces. So biggest thing was I want to obviously remember him with a big banner. I just decided to do it with the former guys on the wall. Later on, when George Ranch comes in, we're going to put his number and retire his number here on the wall as well. Hopefully have his wife and kids out here throughout the first pitch. It's just he was Clements baseball for so long, and now me stepping in his shoes a little bit, it's still his. There's players that have been here for 3 years with him, and we're going to remember him throughout. So
I think that's going to be great for you and the bond that you create between yourself and your players. And I'd take an example, University of Texas football, when Mac Brown became the head coach, he wanted to embrace the past, and Coach Royal and all the other holdovers from the history of Texas Longhorn football. And I think that did him a lot better, and he obviously succeeded much more than his predecessor, John Makovic. Now let's talk about your philosophy. What type of baseball do you like to play, and do you tailor it mainly to what you have, or is it a philosophy that's always going to be there?
Well, we're always a grind-out type of team. A lot of expectations from the fall as far as playing a lot of small ball, stealing a lot of bases. It hasn't changed. It doesn't even matter what my demographic of my team is. It's always going to be that way. I want the grinders, the dirt digs, the guys who are dirty on their uniform, dirty on their helmets. That's my type of player, and that's what we expect here at Clements Baseball.
Well, I'm kind of glad that we don't have field turf all over the place, because how are you going to get what you just described without real dirt, just as God intended? Now let's talk about your man on the mound tonight, Nafgar. What does he bring, and what do you hope he can do for you?
Nafgar's got a good command of all his pitches. He hit both sides of the plate. He's had some bit of bad luck with the bats. He should be 4-0. Instead, he's 0-4. He's going to battle for us and compete, and so we're excited to have him out there.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, OfficeMax, and OfficeDepot.com.
All right, Frankie Field is rocking. They play the music loud here. That's the way they like it, and we are just about ready to start. The young left-hander on the mound for the Clements Rangers is Nathan Nafgar, but we'll talk about the starting lineup for the Ridgepoint Panthers that he's going to be facing. Leading off and playing second base, it's Zion Stevens. Owen Ferris batting second in right field. Justin Vassis is the shortstop, and he bats third. J.J. Kennett, the catcher, is batting cleanup. Batting fifth, it's Carter Groen, who leads the team in home runs with 3. He's playing left field. Parker Martin is the DH. He bats in place of the starting pitcher for Ridgepoint, Hunter Nichols. Mason Dossett batting in the 7 hole, playing center field. He's missed the last few games. Looks like he's healthy, ready to go. Batting 8th, it's Tyler Vlasic at first base, whose mom is sitting to my right. I'd better say only complimentary things about Tyler. And Quinn Pfeiffer, the third baseman, bats in the 9 spot. On defense for the Clements Rangers, Griffin Culver is the catcher behind the plate, receiving Nathan Nafgar's deliveries. Stefano Damaris at first base. Jackson Kunath at second base. Cooper Sigelski at shortstop. What do you know? Another season and another shortstop named Sigelski for the Clements Rangers. Anthony Garcia is at third base, and in the outfield, Taylor Brown, Garrett Lehan, and Jackson Mino. And we are ready to go. We're only missing one thing, and there's a particular microphone I want to add to the mix so you hear things just the way they really are here at the ballpark. So let's try that first as Zion Stevens steps in. Right-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. So Zion Stevens hitting .375, on-base percentage .565, leads the team. Nafgar rocks and fires, and that's a pop foul on the right side. It's going to be playable, I think, down the right field line. Coming in the right fielder, Jackson Mino makes the catch. So quickly, an out for Nafgar. I said foul. It looked like it was going to be foul, but it was in fair territory. So one away, and now Owen Ferris, who's been tearing it up. He's hit safely in the last 7 games at least. His batting average .353, on-base percentage .500. First pitch to him is outside for a ball. And we also need to give you the numbers on Nafgar. He's got a sparkling ERA of 1.31 and a whip of 1.219, but they haven't been supporting him like he needs, so his record is 0-4. This is his 5th start and his 5th overall appearance. There's a strike on the outside corner, and the count 1-1 on Owen Ferris. Ridgepoint is 11-2 on the season. They've played 8 games in March and won each of them. There's a pitch just upstairs. Ferris has been showing a lot of power this year. Nafgar standing tall atop the mound. He started to go into his windup, then he stepped off, and he wants Griffin Culver, his catcher, to go through the signs again. Oh, it is just an absolutely picture-perfect night, and there's a strike that evens the count 2-2. Sorry about that buzz. It's not going to continue. I'm going to fix it right here, right now. There we go. You'll never hear that again. Here's the 2-2. There's a ground ball to the left side. It's the third baseman Garcia. Comes in front of the shortstop, makes the play, fires it over to Damaris. And there are 2 outs for the Rangers. Score that 5-3, and now it's Justin Vassis. Vassis hitting .455. That's the best average on the team of anyone with 10 or more at-bats, and his on-base percentage is .538. He's got 10 hits. That's tied for the team lead. And the first pitch to him, first pitch swinging, and he sprays it foul over the berm and over the stands on the right side. Thinking back to Friday night, the worst weather night in the history of Texas high school baseball, well, it's really nice tonight. Next pitch is inside. It's now 1-1. Here in Sugar Land, it is 72 degrees. 1-1 pitch on the way. Caught the outside corner. Vasas laid off, and now he's got to go into protect mode at 1-2. Nafgar rocks in, brings it. There's a line drive to the right side, and it is past the second baseman, Kunath, and into right field. It's a 2-out base hit for Justin Vasas and the Ridgepoint Panthers. Now it's going to be J.J. Kennett, the catcher. He's having a pretty good year, too. You know, I said that Vasas had the highest batting average. It's actually Kennett with .476 and an on-base percentage of .542. He's got 13 RBIs. That leads the team. Vasas leads off of first. Here's the pitch from Nafgar, down and away for a ball. Kennett looks down at Coach Clinton Welch in the third base box. Ridgepoint wearing the road gray pants, purple socks, purple jerseys. There goes Vasas, and they try to pick him off. The throw goes to first and then to second, and he slides in safely. So Nafgar threw to Damaris, not realizing that Vasas had broken. Then he threw to the shortstop, Cooper Sigelski, who applied the tag, but Vasas got in under it. Now there's a man and run in scoring position. Nafgar looks back at Vasas, pitch on the way, and it's outside, 1-1. Nafgar has given up 20 hits in, let's see, how many innings of work? Can't see that. 2-0 the count. Outside to Kennett. Count goes 3-0. So 15 runs allowed by Nafgar, but only 4 of them earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 16. Lefty brings it. They give him the green light, but it's a hard smash to Sigelski off his glove. He has to eat the ball. Everybody's safe. It's going to be an E6. Vasas moves to third. It was a 2-hopper. Looked like it had a lot of spin on it. Now Carter Gruen, number 17. Carter has 3 homers. That leads the Panthers. Actually, it's, yeah, he does. He leads them. Carter Gruen's sister has hit a home run for the Ridgepoint softball varsity team. So I'm hoping she kind of catches up with him, and it's a race all year long. First pitch to Carter Gruen is outside for a ball. He's hitting .357 with an on-base average of .471. 5 for 14. Everything's happened with 2 outs, runners at the corners. Swing and a miss. A nice change up from Nafgar. Gruen has 3 RBIs. He's only struck out 3 times in the month of March. Every stat that I give you is from strictly the month of March. Ridgepoint is 8-0 in the month of March, but these are the games that count, the ones for District 26A. Pitch on the way, and it is fouled back over the screen. And maybe some folks here in the ballpark having instant regret about where they parked. The wind is dying down, and it's turning into a perfect night. Here's the pitch, and that's high and outside, and on the play, you've got the runner moving on over. And as a matter of fact, it is Blaine Ryan. I didn't catch Blaine Ryan going on to run for Kennett, the catcher. So Ryan is now at second base. 2 runners in scoring position for Gruen, and the count is 2-2. Pitch on the way. outside, and the count is full. Voices coming out of the Ridge Point dugout trying to put the pressure on young Nathan Nafgar. Looks in and gets his sign from Culver. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. The bases are loaded with Ridge Point Panthers. So Nafgar was in good shape when he got Zion Stevens to pop up to right field.
Number 10, E. Martin.
Then Owen Ferris hit the ground ball to third, but then Vasa singled. Kennett reached on an error, and now Groen has walked. And it's Parker Martin, the left-handed hitting DH, batting for starting pitcher Hunter Nichols, and he gets hit on the arm. That'll bring home a run on a hit by pitch. That's what the Panthers like to do when someone comes back to the dugout after scoring a run.
Number 15, center fielder.
But we've never been this close to them when they do that, so you're going to hear it in stereo. So Parker Martin is at first. Everybody else moves up. And now it's Mason Dossett, the center fielder. Pitch down and away to Dossett. Has had very little action in the month of March, just 4 at-bats. But they were holding him out so he would be ready for district play. The 1-0 on its way, looks at that one and it catches the outside corner. Mason Dossett's dad played professional football for the Green Bay Packers. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss at the high heat. Nafgar got it by him. The sunlight has just moved beyond the mound, so Nafgar is completely in shade. Down and away with that pitch, and it's 2-2. Dossett taps the outside corner of the plate, then the inside corner. Digs in, Nafgar comes set, brings it, and it's a ground ball foul on the left side. Later this week, we'll have more Ridge Point baseball. They will be hosting Austin Friday night, but in between, in fact, tomorrow at noon, we'll have Bay City taking on Kempner in softball. That starts at 11:45 with a batter-up show. Swing and a miss, and the Ridge Point Panthers get a run here in the first, but they leave the bases loaded as Dossett strikes out. This is VypeFortBend.com. It is Ridge Point 1 and the Clements Rangers coming to bat on VypeFortBend.com.
Let's go.
First Tire and Auto celebrates spring with the big tire sale. It is big, big, big. Buy 3 tires and get 1 free. The rubber hits the road with great savings for all the high school sports fans as we cheer on all student athletes. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
So here's the lineup for the Clements Rangers. Leading off and playing center field is Garrett Lehan. Jackson Kunath bats second. He is the second baseman. Ryan Brown, the DH, bats third, and he bats in place of the starting pitcher Nathan Nafgar. Griffin Culver, the catcher, cleaning up. Stefano Damaris at first base. Jackson Mino in right field. Taylor Brown in left in the 7th spot. Batting 8th, it's Cooper Sigelski, the shortstop, and Anthony Garcia, the third baseman. That lineup to face Hunter Nichols, who starts Garrett Lehan with a ball in the dirt. We'll give you Ridge Point's defense momentarily. Nichols rocks and brings the 1-0. That's a strike. So J.J. Kennett is his catcher. Tyler Vlasic at first base. Zion Stevens at second. Justin Vossas is the shortstop. Quinn Pfeiffer at third. Next pitch, down low for a ball. 2-1 on Garrett Lehan. In the outfield, Carter Groen in left field. Mason Dossett in center. And Owen Ferris is in right field. Check swing, and it's a strike. 2-2 on Lehan. Lehan has a double this year. He scored 4 runs. Next pitch to him is a called strike, 3 at the knees, and he knew it. So Nichols starts things off with a strikeout, and now it is Jackson Kunath. I didn't get a chance to ask if Jackson is from Louisiana.
Number 25, second baseman Kunath.
But I will ask him eventually. Right-hander Nichols rocks in, fires, and that's a pitch just above the letters, and it squirts out of Kennett's mitt. Kunath is batting .333 and limited at bats. He's 2 for 6, and he takes a strike there. It's 1-1. He picked up an RBI with those 2 hits, and he sends one to center field, but it backs up Dossett a little bit. Then he comes in, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Kunath made really good contact there. Now Ryan Brown, the DH, batting .226 on the year, .432 on base percentage, 7 hits. He's a good base stealer too, 5 for 5, but he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Righty Nichols working to the right-handed hitting Ryan Brown. Batting for Nafgar, the starting pitcher. Nichols working quickly, brings it. Breaking ball is fouled out of play off to the right. You live and learn, and tonight I parked behind a really big pole. Really, like 5 feet in diameter, big pole. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts for Nichols, and down 1-2-3 go the Rangers. We will come back for the 2nd inning. Ridge Point leading Clements 1-0 on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Learn more about gig speed Wi-Fi and other fast speed options. Get started with Xfinity Internet 50 megabits per second for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and you could save hundreds a year on wireless. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 331.22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and XFi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares optimized pricing of top carriers. Xfinity Internet required.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, OfficeMax, and OfficeDepot.com.
We want to thank the folks at the Office Depot in Sugar Land, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace for taking care of business every day so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. Tyler Vlasic leads it off for the Panthers here in the top of the 2nd, followed by Quinn Pfeiffer, then back to the top of the order, Zion Stevens. First pitch to Tyler is lined into center field, but will it get down? No, it disappears into the glove of Garrett Lehan. Started moving to his left. He read that one very nicely all the way. One down. Nathan Nafgar retired the first two hitters in the top of the first as well. So now he's trying to go 1, 2, 3 on the Panthers. Now Quinn Pfeiffer. Lefty working to righty. Pitch on the way, and it's in the dirt. Pfeiffer hitting .273. 3 hits and 11 March at-bats. Remember, all the numbers that I give you are just from the month of March. He's also driven in 3 runs. Stands tall in the right-handed box. Nafgar brings it. And a little tapper goes foul and bounces off the front of the Ranger dugout, or it would have, but one of the players made a nice barehanded grab. 1-1 on Pfeiffer. Nafgar brings it downstairs for a ball. The 318 feet down each of the foul lines here at Frankie Field. 345 feet for the power alleys. There's a hard smash through the left side of the infield and a base hit for Quinn Pfeiffer. Second hit of the game for the Panthers, and now back to the top and Zion Stevens. You know, I had mentioned when he came up before that Stevens was hitting .375 with an on-base percentage
Second baseman,
of .565.
Stevens.
He's 6 for 16 on the year, 2 RBIs, and he has drawn 7 walks. That's why his on-base percentage is just awesome. Pfeiffer taking a cautious lead off of first base, but Damaris is holding him on there. Here's the pitch. Outside to Stevens, and it's 1-0. He looks down at Coach Welch, gives those signs. One and nothing the count. Nafgar comes set, looks at first, now throws over there, and Pfeiffer is easily back in. Nafgar taking his time, looking in, gets the sign from Culver. The 1-0, but no, it's not going to be a pitch. It's another throw over. A lot of youth in the Clements lineup. First baseman Stefano Damaris is a sophomore. And the last of many Damaris boys who have been athletes for Clements. Here's the 1-0. There goes Pfeiffer, swing and a miss. Throw is going to sail into center field. Pfeiffer is not going to advance beyond second, but he picks up a stolen base. And that's his first in the month of March. Now, wait a minute. What's going on? I guess maybe time was called or interference called on Stevens. I think Stevens is out for interfering with Griffin Culver's throw down to second base. And so Pfeiffer has to go back. He doesn't have his first stolen base in March. So I guess that's BI, batter's interference, and now it's Owen Ferris. Takes a pitch up and in to begin the at-bat. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Hit a ground ball to third base. Trying to extend at least a 6-game hit streak. Nafgar looks over at first. Pfeiffer's still there. Throws over. Pfeiffer filthy already. He's dived back into third base 3 times. No, first base 3 times. Frankie Field right near the Don Cook Auditorium. Here's the 1-0. Outside. You can tell Nafgar's bringing it, making that mitt pop. Pfeiffer had a 1-out single. He's still at first base. Ferris is ready and swings and lashes one into left field. That'll keep the Ridgepoint inning alive. Pfeiffer stops at second. Runners at first and second. Second hit of the inning, third of the night for the Panthers.
Shortstop, number 8, Vasos.
Now Justin Vasos, as in Colossus, who's 1 for 1 with a first inning single. I guess he and Justin Verlander both have JV for initials. Pitch outside. Don't know how much wind we have and how much it would affect a home run possibility, but Vasos does have one in March. That came during a tournament game against Pato. And he hits one to the left center field gap. Will it get down? Yes, it does. Here comes Pfeiffer to score. Coming to third and holding right there is Owen Ferris. It is 2-0, Panthers on top. Double for Vasos. Now J.J. Kennett.
Number 4, Kennett.
He comes up with opportunity. Runners at second and third. It's already 2-0, Panthers on top. Nafgar delivers. Up high with a curve. Kennett stepped out for just a moment. Now right back in. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball to Sigelski at short. Picks it clean, fires across, gets the out. But some damage is done. 2 runs come in on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll continue to the bottom of the second inning. Ridgepoint 2, Clements nothing on VypeFortBend.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at Get.
For Ridgepoint, he retired the Clements Rangers 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. And now he'll face Griffin Culver, Stefano Damaris, and Jackson Mino.
Number 11, Griffin Culver.
So here's Culver. First pitch swinging, and it's fouled down the right side, goes over the tarp tube and flies out of play. Hunter Nichols got a start and a win March 10th when they took on Brazoswood and beat the Buccaneers 6-1. He also started a game and won against Fulshire on March 4th. That was a 6-3 victory for Ridgepoint. The second pitch is in there for a strike, and he's quickly ahead of Griffin Culver, 0-2. Looks over the top of the glove, starts his motion, and just misses the outside corner. The entire field completely engulfed in shade. Little bit of wind, but not enough to really have a big effect on anything. Culver asks for time and steps aside. Nichols brings the 1-2. There's a liner into center field past a diving Stevens. Picked up quickly out there by Dossett, who sends it back in. That's the first hit of the night for the Clements Rangers.
What you mean you don't like riding the bus? Oh, you ain't never been on PJ Pan bus. Come check it out. Got them wheels on the bus.
So now we're going to have a pinch runner for the catcher, Culver.
Number 15, Stefano Damaris.
That's Daniel Trin. Now Stefano Damaris. Righty versus righty. Nichols throws over to first base, and that was close. Tyler Vlasic applying the tag. But the courtesy runner, Trin, dived back in. Nichols has a pretty quick move over there for a right-hander. Bunt sign shown, and now there is Kennett throwing down to first, and he picked him off. A snap throw erases the base runner. So that goes down officially as a caught stealing. It goes 2-3. That's the first out. So Clements is not a really explosive offensive team. They can't afford to have base runners thrown out like that. Now Nichols goes back to the windup and brings the pitch to Damaris upstairs for a ball. Hunter likes to work quickly. Looks over the top of the glove. That's downstairs. Looking at the trees beyond the outfield fence, they're not moving at all. I think the wind has completely died down, and Hunter Nichols, after giving up a base hit, now gives up a walk.
Walk hard out of my keys. Walk, I'm one hustling young. I got red stuff all of my dinner. I'm one money getting.
Now Jackson Mino, the right fielder.
Mino.
He's hitting .226, has 2 doubles. That's tops on the Rangers team. There's a pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely by Kennett. No advance. Mino spells his name like M and then enough. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at the high heat. 1-1 on Jackson Mino. 405 on base percentage, 7 hits on the season, 3 RBIs. Nichols brings another throw over to first base. And that was a fairly close play, but Damaris got back in. Actually, it was a balk. And I think the problem was that Hunter didn't come set. And Coach Welch is going to go out and he just wants to talk to the infield umpire. So that's a good time for us to tell you what we're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks on VypeFortBend.com. I already told you that we'll have the Wednesday game, that's tomorrow, softball, Bay City at Kempner, starting at noon. Then on Friday night, Austin at Ridgepoint. And then we're going to do something on Tuesday that we haven't done in a while. And it's really kind of overdue. The Hightower Hurricanes are playing good baseball. And we're going to bring you their game against Lamar Consolidated Tuesday night at 7. The next Friday, it's Dulles at Elkins. Hightower is 11-0-1. So they deserve to be part of our broadcast schedule. All right, so after the balk, you've got Damaris at second, Jackson Mino still in the batter's box. Runner in scoring position for the first time tonight for the Rangers. Here's the 1-1. Down and away, 2-1. Mino wears number 7, stands near the back of the box. Nichols delivers, and that's a called strike, and a nice job of framing by Kennett. I don't know that that was necessarily going to be a strike, except maybe just a little influence in the way he moved his mitt immediately upon making the catch. Here's the 2-2. Just missed the outside corner, and it goes to 3-2 with 1 out. It's 2-0. I said that the Panthers had gotten 2 runs in the top of the second. They actually only got 1, so it's 2-0. If I said 3-0, that's incorrect. There's a swing and a miss at a fastball. It might have been up out of the zone. 2 away now.
Number 20, Taylor Brown.
Damaris is still at second, and Taylor Brown stands in, the left fielder. First pitch is a fastball strike on the outside corner. Taylor Brown has a .344 on-base percentage, 5 hits on the season. Swings and misses. He's down 0-2 to Hunter Nichols. Damaris still out there at second. He's taken a pretty big lead. 0-2 on the way. Oh, just missed. Maybe outside, maybe above the letters, maybe a little of both. If Taylor Brown can reach, it'll be Cooper Sigelski. Nichols looks back at second. Brings it upstairs. That one got away from him a little bit. 2-2. Nichols looks back at Damaris again, brings the 2-2 straight back, and you hear our microphone rattling around as the ball hit the screen. And a very nice police officer is going to pull the microphone back so that it doesn't fall all the way through the net and down to the grass. Thank you, Officer Ryder. Chief Ryder. Sorry about that. Chief Easy Ryder. Pitch down and away. The count goes full. Pitch gets away from Kennett a little bit, but not enough for Damaris to advance. We may need some warm beverages tonight. I'm not sure. Do they have coffee in the concession stand? Well, nobody needs to leave the game to check. But now you can, because that was a swing and a miss on the 3-2 pitch. Hunter Nichols collects his 4th strikeout, and Clements gets something going, but they strand a man at second. We'll continue on to the top of the 3rd inning. Ridgepoint leading Clements 2-0 on VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Auto celebrates spring with the big tire sale. It is big, big, big. Buy 3 tires and get 1 free. The rubber hits the road with great savings for all the high school sports fans as we cheer on all student athletes. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
All right, we're back at Frankie Field, where Clements Rangers are hanging tough, down 2-0 to the Ridgepoint Panthers. Panthers come to bat here in the top of the 3rd with Carter Groen to lead off, then Parker Martin and Mason Dossett. Groen walked in the 1st. Looks at the first pitch, high for a ball. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Mr. B. I owe you $2. Oh, okay. Then you should have taken the 2. I'm sorry. I'm having a conversation with nice Mr. B, who brought me coffee. All right, so in the batter's box, Carter Groen has taken 2 pitches, both called ball. Nafgar standing atop the mound, ready to bring the next one. Rocks and fires, and that is looped over second base, and it drops in just beyond the outstretched glove of Kunath and into right field for a base hit. Little looper drops in for Carter Groen. So he has reached base twice, once
10,
by the walk and once by the base hit. Now Parker Martin, the DH, he got hit by a pitch on the first pitch, his first time. Ridgepoint was looking really good last year until they had an interruption of their season because of the virus. And they were never the same when they came back. First pitch is low. Martin had squared to bunt, but took it. And it's 1-0. And Ridgepoint has had a bad taste in its mouth since last year's playoffs when they lost a 1-gamer to Cinco Ranch, a game they certainly should have won. And I will always want to know what would have happened in 2020. Throw over. And Groen is back on the bag. Parker Martin hitting 250 coming into tonight's action with a .333 on base percentage. 4 hits and 16 at bats, 3 runs batted in, and 2 walks. Ms. Vlasic, are Parker and Tyler Martin brothers? Yes, they are. Thank you very much. Little brother Tyler is in the dugout right now. Here's the pitch, fouled out of play to the right, or to the left rather. I know my left from my right. Coach Welch going through a wide array of signs over in the third base box. 1-1 the count. Parker Martin with a runner at first. That's Groen. Pitch on the way. Down and out with a breaking ball from the lefty. It's a lefty-lefty matchup as Nafgar works to Parker Martin. Parker might be thinking long ball here. I don't know. Pitch on the way. And he sends it to right field. That could get down. It does between Mino and Lehan. Groen is moving into third, and he's being held right there. It's a double for Parker Martin. Ridgepoint has the first 2 players on here in the top of the third, already leading 2-0, and now Mason Dossett 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first inning. That ended the first inning, or at least the Panthers' half of it. Dossett ready, right-handed hitter, stands tall in the box and takes one down and away. Tyler Vlasic waiting to bat next. Nate Nafgar has been flirting with disaster, but Ridgepoint has not been able to put up any crooked numbers yet. 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, and they lead 2-0. There's a hot smash past third base, but it is a foul ball. Couldn't be foul by more than a couple of inches. Very, very close. And the count now 1-1 on Mason Dossett. Pretty good football player, very quick feet, great speed. Nafgar from the stretch with runners at second and third, brings the 1-1, and that's another ground ball foul, but clearly foul, not even close with that one. And there's some action in the Clements bullpen, and it's kind of hard to see from this angle who's throwing. I have a feeling it is Ben Couture. Okay. 1-2 pitch. Dossett, ground ball toward short. Sigelski has it. He's going to go to first with it. Bounces in, and it gets past Damaris. 2 runs are going to score. Groen and Martin come on home, and it is 4-0 Ridge Point. Dossett is safe on a throwing error and ends up at second. Still nobody out, and now Tyler Vlasic. And now Brett Veliquette. Actually, it's not Coach Veliquette. It is his assistant coach coming out of the dugout to talk to Nafgar. I don't think he's going to ask for the baseball here, but you just never know. Meanwhile, it'll be Vlasic who lined out to center field, hit the ball very hard his first time. So the Rangers have been kind of holding the Panthers to, fairly soft contact. It's not like the Panthers are crushing the ball, but they are certainly doing great with the situational hitting and basically hitting the ball where they ain't. I can't even remember the name of the old guy who said that famously the first time. All right, here we go. Vlasic. Digging in, slightly closed stance from the right-handed box. Nafgar looks back at second base, brings it downstairs. Nice block on the part of Griffin Culver. I don't know if you went to a baseball game Friday night, but it was just the worst night of, weather-wise. It was just awful. We did the game between Dulles and Huntsville, and the Hornets hammered the Vikings. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0 on Tyler Vlasic. Stepped out of the box very briefly. Now he's back in there, ready for the 2-0. Nafgar brings it down and in, and it's 3-0. Tyler's a big old strong boy. Wonder if they'll give him the green light here on 3-0. 4-0 Ridge Point. The Panthers have finally put up a crooked number, 2 here in the third. There's a strike on the outside corner. Kind of what baseball purists or traditionalists would call the automatic strike that you get if it's 3-0 and the pitch is anywhere close. You're going to call it that way. Swings at the 3-1, twisting into the night on the right side and out of the reach of Mino, who chased it into foul territory. Now Mino is back in position, and we're ready to resume. 3-2 is the count, nobody out. Ridge Point has already gotten 2 runs in this inning. Carter Groen and Parker Martin both scored. And now Vlasic asks for time, steps out. Wind's starting to kick up just a little bit here, as you can hear. 3-2 on the way. Vlasic swings and sprays it foul over the stands on the right. You don't get the sound of a baseball hitting aluminum here that often because the stands are concrete. Seats are aluminum. Here's the 3-2. Vlasic lashes one down the left field line. Coming around third and coming on home is Carter Groen. Parker Martin. Correction, sorry about that. It's Mason Dossett. Groen had already scored, so had Martin. So 3 runs are now in the inning and starting to get away from the Rangers here a little bit. Still nobody out. Vlasic pulls into second with a double. That's the second extra base hit of the inning rather. Quinn Pfeiffer is due, and now we're going to get a pitching change for the Rangers. We'll step aside. Ridgepoint has scored 3 times here in the top of the third. They lead 5-0. Still nobody out, and we'll be back to talk about the new pitcher on VypeFortBend.com when we return.
First Tire and Auto celebrates spring with the big tire sale. It is big, big, big. Buy 3 tires and get 1 free. The rubber hits the road with great savings for all the high school sports fans as we cheer on all student athletes. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
The new Clements pitcher is Ben Couture, right-hander. He's got a record of 1-1. This will be his 5th pitching appearance and his 2nd out of the bullpen. His ERA is 4.88. He's given up 23 hits and 12 runs on the season, 10 of those earned, 5 walks and 5 strikeouts. His whip, that is walks and hits per innings pitched, not too bad, 1.95. And now it's Quinn Pfeiffer who singled in the 2nd. First pitch from Couture, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Really snapped that one off. Pfeiffer had to lunge for it and came up empty. Here's the 0-1, and it's a hard smash to Cegelski at short. He's got it, goes to first, gets the out there, and Vlasic moves to third. 1 away, and we'll score that one 6-3. Back to the top of the order, Zion Stevens. He popped up in the first to right field, and he was called out on batter's interference on a stolen base attempt when he came up in the 2nd. Couture starts him with a breaking ball, swing and a miss. Stevens looks down there at Coach Welch. Vlasic leads off of third. Here's the 0-1, and it's a comebacker. Couture goes to first and throws high, throws wild. So Vlasic is going to score, and all the way from first to third goes Stevens, and he kind of tripped over second, and he's limping. Not feeling real good. Zion Stevens is at third base, and I think we're going to see a trainer come out.
Right fielder, number 2.
Yeah, he was really motoring around second, not hesitating, heading for third right away. And that's a shame. Couture just an unforced error. The throw was wild, and now Stevens is running to try and see if he's loose enough. And I know there's a trainer in the Clements dugout who is stepping out of the dugout, and he'll come over there if he's needed. But Stevens looks like he's feeling okay at the moment. Actually, they're going to switch him out. He is favoring what looks like the left leg just a little bit. And so on comes Connor Aga. All right, so Connor Aga comes in for Stevens. He's at second, still just 1 out. Vlasic scored on that play. And that makes it 6-0. And now Owen Ferris looks at a pitch down and away for a ball. So E1 is how Stevens got on. And he advanced all the way to third base, and now Ferris. 1 for 2 with a second inning single and a true cue shot right off the end of the bat. And it rolls into foul ground way past the base. On the first base side, Devin McComas came out of the dugout to get it. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ferris looks at a curve, and it's in there. Right down Lexington Boulevard for strike 2, 1-2. The 1-2 on the way. High fly ball to right center field. It's going to hang up nicely for Mino. Moves over, makes the catch, and that'll be a sacrifice fly. Aga comes on home from third. 2 away. And it's 7-0. Ridge Point on top. Now Justin Vasas, 2 for 2 tonight, single and a double. He does have home run power. You know, maybe we could have a cycle tonight.
Number 8, shortstop, Vasos.
5 runs across in the inning. Base is empty for Vasas. First pitch swing, and it's foul on the right side. As we drove into the parking lot tonight for the game, we saw that Mercer Stadium looks like it might be finished. Maybe we'll play as many football games as we expect to. Here's a long drive. Going back as Mino runs it down about 20 feet from the outfield fence. And the Rangers finally retire the Panthers. But we'll go to the bottom of the third. Our score, Ridge Point 7, Clements nothing. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Veterinary Hospital, new client.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Learn more about gig speed Wi-Fi and other fast speed options. Get started with Xfinity Internet 50 megabits per second for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and you could save hundreds a year on wireless. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 331.22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig Internet and XFi Gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares optimized pricing of top carriers. Xfinity Internet required.
We mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
We thank the folks at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land for taking care of business every day so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week.
Shortstop, Zagelski.
And we have brought you well over 100 sporting events during this school year already. Cooper Zagelski leads it off in the bottom of the third for the Clements Rangers. They trail 7-0. Anthony Garcia and Garrett Lehan to follow. First pitch bounces in and almost takes out our microphone. Hunter Nichols, no real serious trouble situations. Second pitch is also a ball. Mr. B, you're so nice. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count, rather, on Cooper Zagelski. Nichols swing, pitches one that is a foul tip into the mitt of Kennett. He works so fast, it really keeps you on your toes. But he does step off here. Thank you very much. It gives me time to tell you that Zagelski has 4 hits on the season. 2-2, called strike 3, down he goes. Fifth strikeout for Nichols. Well, this is interesting. You don't really hear too much classical music on the walk-up songs.
Number 21, Fletcher Garcia.
Fletcher Garcia? Okay. The roster says Anthony Garcia. Actually, it does say Fletcher Garcia. I thought the lineup card said Anthony Garcia. The first pitch is a strike. Here comes the second one, down and away. I wonder if Hunter Nichols has somewhere to be later and would rather be there sooner. He works very quickly. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs for a ball. I had an uncle named Fletcher, two of them actually. Fletcher Garcia swings and misses at a fastball, and it's 2-2. Fletcher Daly. Both of them were named Fletcher Daly. 2-2 on the way. Downstairs, and the count goes full on Fletcher Garcia. Nichols brings the 3-2 pitch, and it's a called strike 3, and Garcia knew it, so he's the second strikeout victim of this inning, and the four straight retired by Hunter Nichols, and all of them on strikeouts. Now to the top of the order, Garrett Lehan. Right down the middle for strike 1. He struck out looking in his first appearance. Righty versus righty. Nichols brings it. A little bit low, over but low. And his catcher, Kennett, kind of lets him know, that's where I wanted you to throw it. Good job. Here's the 1-1. Way upstairs with that one. Talk about changing the eye level. That's like changing it from Muggsy Bogues to Manute Bol. Here's the 2-1. That one bounces in and hit the vinyl pad, as you heard. And you can tell by how hard that, how loud that was, that Nichols really is throwing hard. I mean, that was on a bounce. 3-1. Brings it. And ball 4, a 5-pitch walk after a pair of strikeouts.
Number 25, second baseman, Jackson Kunath.
Jackson Kunath, right-handed hitter, facing Nichols for the second time, lined out to center field. His first time. Pitch on the way. Downstairs for a ball. That looked good, didn't it? It doesn't matter what we think, Mr. B. Only the umpire. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. The count now even 1-1. Forgot to move my microphone away from my mouth while I sipped the coffee that Mr. B brought me. Good. To the last drop. Now there's a throw over before the 1-1 pitch. But easily back in, Garrett Lehan. Next pitch. Caught the outside corner at the knees, and it's 1-2. Kunath steps up to cover the outside part of the plate. In fact, that's where Kennett's setting up. Here's the 1-2. Pop up, and it goes back behind us out of play. There's going to be a lot of evidences to honor the memory of Easy De Los Santos, the head coach who died in December. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 at the letters. Hunter Nichols strikes out the side. All 3 strikeouts in this inning were the strikeout looking variety. So he has 7 on the game. And we'll move to the fourth inning. Ridgepoint in control, trying to turn this into a boat race game. It is 7-0 on VypeFortBend.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
First Tire and Auto celebrates spring with the big tire sale. It is big, big, big. Buy 3 tires and get 1 free. The rubber hits the road with great savings for all the high school sports fans as we cheer on all student athletes. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Welcome back. Ridgepoint Panthers in control, and they'll send up J.J. Kennett, Carter Groen, and Parker Martin, the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Kennett 0 for 2 with a reaching on an error in the first inning and grounded out to the shortstop Sigelski. His next time up. Ben Couture on in relief. All right, that first pitch is in there for a strike. We'll try to get some information and close the book for you on Nafgar. Here's a hard smash to left field, and it drops in for a hit. 1 hops to Taylor Brown, who gets it back in, and J.J. Kennett leads off the top of the 4th with a solid single to left. That's the 8th hit of the night for the Panthers. Now Carter Groen walked and singled, scored after singling in the 3rd. That's when Ridgepoint put up 5 runs. Couture brings it righty to righty. It's a high pop up, and it's going to land on top of the press box. Actually, it went beyond the press box and close to the concession stand, which is very nice here at Clements. It's sheltered too, you know. I mean, if it's raining, you can go to the concession stand. 0-1 on Groen. Couture comes set. Throws over, and Kennett dives back in. Correction, not Kennett. I need to pay closer attention. Looks like that's Trace Huffman, the courtesy runner. Groen ready for the 0-1, but it doesn't come yet. There's another throw over to Huffman. Huffman has scored a single run this year and a courtesy runner opportunity. Correction, it's not Huffman. It's Blaine Ryan. Ryan has scored 9 runs in the month of March as a courtesy runner. Mostly as a courtesy runner, maybe not every time. Groen swings at a high fastball and sends it back beyond the backstop. Foul ball makes it 0-2. 3 homers on the year for Groen, and I mentioned his sister earlier, but I forgot to say it's Sarah Beth, and she's a freshman on the Ridgepoint softball varsity. I forgot to say the name, Sarah Beth. Okay, here's the 0-2, way outside. Culver fakes a throw down to first, but easily back in is Blaine Ryan. Blaine Ryan spells his last name like the river in Europe. 1-2, and straight back. That would have hit my shin bone if not for this nice cinder block wall in front of us. 1-2. They're having fun over in the dugout, or dry heaves or something. Here's the 1-2. Outside for a ball, 2-2. That's one of my favorite things about coming to these games is what you hear in the dugouts. You know, the girls kind of have their little chants and they're choreographed, and the boys just make funny noises. 2-2, swung on and missed. Down goes Groen. That's the first out here in the top of the fourth. Now Parker Martin hit by a pitch in the first and doubled and came around to score in the third inning. Lefty hitter facing Couture for the first time. Couture throws righty, but before he delivers the first pitch, he'll throw over to first again, and Ryan dives back in. Here goes Couture's pitch. It's a slow roller to the left side of the infield. Cegelski charges, goes to second for the out. Good job there. Threw it over to the second baseman, Kunath. That's the second out.
Number 15,
so
center fielder, Dossett.
Parker Martin reaches on the fielder's choice. And now it's Mason Dossett with 2 away. Struck out in the first, reached on an error in the third, and scored one of those 5 Panther runs. First pitch is a curveball high, stolen base attempt, throw down by Culver, got him. Blaine Ryan didn't get a very good jump. Parker Martin didn't get a very good jump. And so ends the top half of the fourth inning, and we'll continue on VypeFortBend.com. For the Panthers, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll be back.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
First Tire and Auto celebrates spring with the big tire sale. It is big, big, big. Buy 3 tires and get 1 free. The rubber hits the road with great savings for all the high school sports fans as we cheer on all student athletes. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
We mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We begin the bottom half of the fourth inning. Ridgepoint Panthers leading Clements 7-0. For the Rangers, it's Ryan Brown, Griffin Culver, and Stefano Damaris. The first pitch to Ryan Brown, he squared to bunt, and it was a foul ball. And the second pitch is in the dirt, goes all the way to the backstop. 1-1 is now the count on Ryan Brown, the DH, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Hunter Nichols brings the 1-1. Splitter drops below the zone, and it's 2-1. Hunter rocks and fires, and that is down the left field line. It's going to spin in. Looked like it had some top spin on it, and a base hit to lead off the bottom of the fourth for the Rangers. Ryan Brown is now 1 for 2, and it'll be Griffin Culver. He had a base hit in the second inning to lead that inning off, but he was eventually picked off. Officially a caught stealing, but a great throw by the catcher J.J. Kennett over to Tyler Vlasic at first base. Righty versus righty with a runner at first. Culver ready. Nichols delivers. Curveball upstairs, 1-0. Nichols comes set, looks over at first base as Brown takes his lead. Off-speed pitch, and now a throw down by Kennett. And safely back in is Brown. Back into first base. Nichols looks over at first very quickly and bounces one in here. It is 2-1. Starting to see more and more hoodies with the hoods up. It is starting to get a little bit chilly, but it's still very comfortable. There's 2-1. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. That's 2-2. The throw is high. Batter's out for interference again. Okay. Well, Ridgepoint got called for that earlier, and now that's so much for the stolen base. Brown had made it, but the throw was high from Kennett because the batter, Culver, had gotten in the way. So, BI for batter's interference. No stolen base, and now Stefano Damaris.
Number 15, Stefano Damaris.
I saw his big brother, Foti, who used to play T-ball with my boy Warren, and now Warren is 25. I think Foti's 23 or 24. Foti was a pretty good defensive lineman for the Rangers. Here's a throw over, and easily diving back in is Ryan Brown. I remember Foti when he played T-ball, though. He was only 3 years old, but he was a big kid, so they let him play. Here's a pitch down and away for a ball to Damaris. So I won't go on and on about his older brother Foti, but when he ran, he looked like a jelly bean with legs. Just put it that way. Stefano ready. 1-0 the count. Nichols brings it. Down and out for a ball. 2-0. During the month of March, Ridgepoint has outscored their opponents by an average of 9.63 to 3.13. 2-0 pitch right there at the knees for a strike. Damaris walked in the second. His dad is no longer in the barbecue business. If you recognize that name, yes, that is the Damaris barbecue family. There's a line drive to right center field, and it is down for a hit. Taylor Brown is going to stop at second base and go back to the bag, and Vasas took a throw from the outfield. They thought they had caught him going too far around the bag, but he's there. Damaris is at first with his second hit of the inning. And now it's Jackson Mino, 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Number 7, right fielder, Jackson Mino.
Clements with its best threat of the night. Only one out. Runners at first and second. Nichols looks in a little bit longer at Kennett before getting the sign. Comes set, comes home. Upstairs with a curveball. 1-0. Mino looks down there at Brett Veliquette, the new head coach for the Rangers. Here comes the 1-0. In there for a strike at the knees. Ryan Brown is at second. Damaris is at first. Here's the 1-1 to Mino. Bounces in. Kennett keeps it in front. Does a great job with that. And the runners stay where they are, but the count is 2-1. Nichols looking in at his catcher again. Gets the sign. Brings the 2-1. Outside corner strike. The count is even 2-2. A beautiful, cool spring break evening at Frankie Field in the first district game of the baseball season. Mino ready for the 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 8th strikeout for Nichols. That's the second out. So it's up to Taylor Brown. Righty hitter facing Nichols again. Struck out in the second the last time he faced him. Nichols turns around, looks at second, fakes a throw over there. The Rangers would be in a lot better shape here for this inning to try and get some runs if they hadn't been called out on batter's interference. Upstairs with a fastball. 1-0 on Taylor Brown. Nichols looks back at Ryan Brown. Pitches down and away for a ball, 2-0. Kennett stepped out from behind the plate with an encouraging word for his pitcher. Nichols looks back at second, looks back again, now brings it. Swung on and missed. Steal attempt at third, and safe at third is Ryan Brown. And on the play, Damaris steals second, so double steal. Could be a huge moment in this game for the Clements Rangers. And by the way, it's been a great year of boys athletics for the Clements Rangers. Playoffs in football, playoffs in basketball, and they lasted longer than any other Fort Bend ISD team. 2-1 pitch inside. I guess I should say they lasted longer than any Fort Bend ISD boys basketball team. The Dulles girls made it to the same round, fell out in the regional semifinals. 3-1 after another ball by Nichols. Swung on and missed. Now it's 3-2. And here we go. This is a huge pitch coming. 2 runners in scoring position for Clements. And Taylor Brown with a 3-2 count. Pitch on the way. Downstairs, ball 4. The bases are loaded. And this might be one of those times when you see Michael Dutka. Actually, it's Coach Welch coming out to talk to Hunter Nichols, and I wonder if they have someone warming up.
Shortstop, number 23, Cooper Sigelski.
It'll be Cooper Sigelski next, but who will he face? Ryan Brown is at third after getting a base hit to start the inning, and then he advanced from second to third on a stolen base. Stefano Ramirez got a base hit. He's at second now. Taylor Brown walks to load him up, and now Cooper Sigelski. It's still going to be Hunter Nichols' game, though. Although I do see someone moving out there to warm up for the Panthers. And that someone is Kellen Gradisar, right-hander. Meanwhile, back on the diamond, Sigelski looks at the first pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1 from Nichols. Fletcher Garcia would be next. Here's the 0-1. Down and away. I could have sworn when I looked at the lineup card, you know, in the Clements dugout before the game, that it said Anthony Garcia. I'll check on that momentarily. Here's the 1-1. High fly ball to center field. Coming in as Dossett. He says he's got it, and he does. So the Rangers threaten. They get the bases loaded, but they cannot score. And Hunter Nichols wriggles off the hook. It's still 7-0. Panthers on top. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
On Highway 6.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Learn more about gig speed Wi-Fi and other fast speed options. Get started with Xfinity Internet 50 megabits per second for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and you could save hundreds a year on wireless. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 331.22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and xFi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares optimized pricing of top carriers. Xfinity Internet required.
All right, so my mind was not playing tricks on me. I do have a roster that says Anthony Garcia and another one that says Fletcher Garcia. So I guess maybe it's Anthony Fletcher Garcia, or probably. Okay, here we go. Ridge Point leading off in the top of the fifth and still on top by a score of 7-0. Mason Dossett leads off. Couture still out there, second pitcher of the night for the Clements Rangers, and he starts Dossett with a ball in the dirt. Dossett is a 3-sport athlete: football, track, and baseball. Fouls one out of play back into our right. So any baseball games he's been missing recently, it's not because of an injury, it's because of dividing his springtime interests with the track team and the baseball team. He smashes one to left center field. It's going back, and a fantastic catch out there. Taylor Brown runs it down. Or does he? I thought he did. Well, that's why he kept running. Okay, so it's sorry about that. I completely booted that one, but I didn't see the ball bouncing around. Actually, he did catch it. I was right. Okay. So Dossett was parked at third like he had a triple, and they said, "You got to go to the dugout, son."
First baseman.
Okay, wow. That is a gem of a play out there in left field by Taylor Brown. He read it beautifully, and Dossett smoked it, absolutely smoked it to the left center field gap. Now Tyler Vlasic. Couture brings it. Breaking ball down and away. Righty working to righty. Vlasic ready for Couture's delivery, and he smashes it to left field, and that one will be down. It is cut off by Brown, who throws it back in and holds Vlasic to a single. Great job of doing that. But the Panthers are really pounding the baseball right now off of Ben Couture.
Number 24, third baseman. Pfeiffer.
So with one out and a runner at first base, it's Quinn Pfeiffer. 1 for 2 with a second inning single. Temperature has dropped to 70 degrees, and the first pitch is down low for a ball. It's one of those ballparks where a lot of people bring their lawn chairs and sit by the wall instead of sitting up in the stands. Pitch in the dirt again, and it's 2-0 on Quinn Pfeiffer. The Ridgepoint fans choose to sit in the stands other than Mrs. Vlasic. And I understand we have some out-of-state listeners tonight. I got to check on a message I saw earlier. Pitch bounces in again. Third one of the plate appearance, and Quinn Pfeiffer now ahead 3-0. 3-0, rather. All right, there's an automatic strike, 3-1. I'm trying to read text messages and give 3-1 pitch. High fly ball to left center field, and it is Taylor Brown ranging over, makes the call, makes the play. And Vlasic has to retreat to first base, 2 away. Okay, so Tom Yannick, I believe, has sent me that message to say that he
Number 1, second baseman,
is listening to us up in
Stevens.
Rogers, Arkansas, along with his wife, Michelle. I think it's Michelle. I sure hope it is. I should know. That failure to be sure about that is brought to you by Prevagen. I'm on about my 50th day of Prevagen. You have to take it 90 days for it to really kick in. 1-0 pitch. The Yannick's daughter, Grace, is a softball star for Ridgepoint. And yes, Tom lets me know that they had horrible, apocalyptically bad, unpleasant weather Friday for softball. There's a fly ball popped on the right side, and moving over is Damaris and makes a nice catch. Almost overran it. That's the third out, and Couture wants to make sure Damaris gets the love he should. All right, we're done in the top of the 5th. Clements Rangers coming to bat. A lot of work to do. They're down 7-0, and Hunter Nichols is headed back to the mound. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or NeedvilleInsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Number 21, third
That
baseman,
can only mean
Garcia.
one thing. Fletcher Garcia is coming to bat. 0 for 1 with a third inning strikeout, and the first pitch from Hunter Nichols is a ball. 1-0, of course. Next one on the way. Down and out for a ball. We will have softball on our broadcast schedule, but there is more baseball than softball. Tailing fastball by Nichols catches the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Righty working to righty. Here it comes. Up and in, swung on and missed. It's 2-2. Garcia ready. Swung on and missed. I believe that's 9 strikeouts, but I'll double check. By the way, during that last changeover, I guess that's a tennis term, but, you know, between innings,
Number 3, Garrett
they were
Leader.
playing When Doves Cry, but it wasn't by Prince. One of those songs that should not be remade. The original is perfect. Leave it alone. Garrett Lehan back to the top of the order. Bases empty and 1 out for the center fielder for the Rangers. Struck out in the first and walked in the third. Nichols burns off the top of the zone with a strike, and it's 1-1. And Lehan shook his head. Nichols brings it. Breaking ball down and away, 2-1. Two starts ago, Nichols threw 70% strikes. There's one. It's 2-2. And in his more recent start in the month of March, he had a 58% strike ratio or percentage. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. His second strikeout of the inning. That's number 10. Double-figure strikeouts for Nichols. And now it's Jackson Kunath. Base is empty.
Number 25.
Evidently likes Led Zeppelin. There's a curveball that kind of made his knees buckle there for a moment, but it was up and in for a ball. Nichols rocks in, brings the 1-0. Up and in. He tried not to swing, but he went around. Just kind of trying to get out of the way in that process. Swung the bat. An excuse me swing. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, and it's into the Ridgepoint dugout. Michael Dutka having to do the hot foot move to get out of the way. He's the assistant coach for these Panthers. Nichols brings it. Swung on and missed, and he struck out the side. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. And the Panthers will move on to the top of the sixth, still leading by 7-0. This has turned into a boat race game, I'm afraid, but Clements has other ideas. Got to play 7 innings. We'll be back.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Learn more about gig speed Wi-Fi and other fast speed options. Get started with Xfinity Internet 50 megabits per second for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and you could save hundreds a year on wireless. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 331.22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig Internet and XFi Gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares optimized pricing of top carriers. Xfinity Internet required.
Owen Ferris leads off for the Panthers to start the sixth. Took the first pitch for a ball. Really crushed the second pitch, but sent it foul down the left field line and circled into the Clements bullpen where somebody is warming up. Let's see if I can figure out who that is. Meanwhile, it's Ben Couture still on the mound. 1-1 count on Ferris. Pitches out of the stretch at all times. Breaking ball at the letters. Strike 2, 1-2. After Ferris, it'll be Justin Vassis and J.J. Kennett. Couture brings it. Another breaking ball, but it's last into left field for a hit. Harris with his second single of the night. I'm sorry, Ferris, not Harris. Oops.
Number 8, shortstop.
Now Vassis with 2 hits in 3 trips to the plate. A single, a double, and he flied out to right field in the third. Couture brings it down and away with a breaking ball. Vassis with a good eye. 2 actually, I assume. Couture paying some attention to Ferris over there. Breaking ball that didn't break, stayed up. So Ferris has hit safely in all of the games that he's played in March. I believe that's 6 games coming into this. He's got a .353 average coming in, .500 on-base percentage. Foul ball by Vasas brings the count to 2-1. All right, so 5 RBIs for Ferris, 5 walks. Only struck out 3 times, but he can't steal a base to save his life. He's 0 for 3 in stolen bases in March. I've thrown down the gauntlet. Will he go? Well, it doesn't matter. Vasas rips one to left field, a solid single. First 2 runners on for the Panthers. Ferris stops at second, and now it is time for J.J. Kinnett.
Number 4, catcher, Kinnett.
So how about Justin Vasas, 3 for 4 tonight. Now Kinnett, 1 for 3. Pitch on the way. Ground ball toward short. Cegelski to his right, bobbles it. And another error by the Rangers shortstop. Everybody's safe. And now it is Carter Groen. Base is loaded, nobody out. And you know they were playing a Led Zeppelin walk-up song. That was Kashmir, but maybe it might be time to play When the Levee Breaks, if he can get a hold of one here. He's walked, singled, and struck out. Couture starts him with a breaking ball, lays off, and it's high and away for a ball. Groen, a fine tight end for the football team. Couture comes set, brings it, the 1-0, and he let go of the bat and he threw it, 150 feet? He threw it over Coach Welch in the third base coaching box, and Coach Welch is now going to pick up the bat. I have never seen a batter throw a bat that far on a swing where he couldn't hang on. I mean, that was a major league bat throw. And the count is 1-1. My goodness. I'll have to ask his dad, Clary, if that's ever happened before. Now, from where I am, I can't be precise on my judgment of how far it went. But I can tell you it went at least 120 feet. Because it's 90 feet to the base, and it was way past the base. All right, now we're ready to go again. Couture with a 1-1 count, brings it, bounces in. Nice job by Culver to keep it in front. The runners hold, but the bags are packed with Panthers. Nobody out, top of the 6th. They already lead it 7-0. Couture brings it from the stretch. Fouled back and to the right, out of play. 2-2 the count. Parker Martin waiting to bat next. Couture kicks and comes home. Breaking ball, just missed the outside corner, and Culver pointed at him like, that's exactly where I wanted you to put that baseball. But the count is now 3-2. Here it comes. Upstairs, ball 4, and a run comes in on the bases loaded walk. Owen Ferris steps on the plate. Vasas now moves to third. Not Kinnett, but Blaine Ryan running for him. Goes to second, and Carter Groen is at first. Parker Martin, the DH now. He has a double tonight in 3 trips. And got hit in the upper right arm. He's a lefty hitter. That was in his first plate appearance. Hopefully not too big of a bruise. Couture looks in at Culver. Gets the sign. Still going from the stretch. Base is still loaded, and that is into right field for a base hit. And it is kept in front of him by Mino, but 2 runs are going to score. Ryan scores, and ahead of him, Vasas. So now it is 10-0. Still nobody out.
Number 15, center fielder, Dossett.
And it was a great job out there by Jackson Mino in right field. He's still playing hard. He kept the ball in front of him. He had to kind of slide in front of it. Groen, meanwhile, goes all the way to third. So there are runners at the corners for Mason Dossett. Couture brings it upstairs for a ball. Couture, like Hunter Nichols, kind of likes to work quickly, but not quite as quickly. Here's the 1-0, way upstairs, and it causes Dossett to lean back. Two and 0. Couture comes set, brings it home, swung on and missed. Nice changeup. Dossett was way out in front of that one. 2-1. Temperature holding at 70 degrees. Couture delivers. Another swing and a miss on a changeup, and it's 2-2. Runners still at the corners. 3 runs in the inning. Ridgepoint leads 10-0. Breaking ball, and Culver keeps it in front. That ball was in the dirt. It's 3-2. Couture trying to finish off Dossett. Pop up, out of play, back into our right. Pop up again, going to go out of play. Look out, fans. And it landed in the stands, but it hit concrete, so you didn't hear much of anything. Probably didn't hear it at all. By the way, we've just been plagued with blowouts this year. I mean, it's just crazy. Let me give you the scores of the games that we've broadcasted thus far. Here's a 3-2, high in the air to center field. Could be Taylor Brown, could be Lehan. It is Brown who makes the catch and gets it in quickly. Great throw, and everybody stays. So that is, well, it's just the first out. Groen still at third, Parker Martin still at first, and Tyler Vlasic stands in. He's doubled and singled in 3 trips. Couture, first pitch is a strike at the letters on the outside corner. So as soon as the Clements Rangers, after their fabulous playoff run in basketball, as soon as they lost, we turned our attention to baseball and softball. Couture's next pitch, breaking ball in there. 0-2 now on Vlasic. So our first game was Austin at Morton Ranch, and the Bulldogs won 11-1. Riveting. The 0-2. Just missed down and away, 1-2. Later that day, Ridgepoint beat Peyto 17-4. Then when I went to Elkins on Monday night, March the 7th, I thought surely the next game will be closer, but it was 14-0 Elkins. There's a pop-up going toward foul ground on the right side, and it lands in the Rangers dugout. I'm sorry, the Panthers dugout. So Vlasic is still alive in this plate appearance. All right, so after Elkins beat Nimitz 14-0, Angleton and Kempner, well, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't close either. 7-1. Then on the miserable Friday night, March 11th, Dulles against Huntsville. Huntsville 13, Dulles 4. We did have one close game on Saturday. Hold on. Couture brings it. And that is down the left field line. In there for extra bases for Tyler Vlasic. He was patient. And so that brings home Groen. It brings home Martin. And it is 12-0 Ridge Point on top. They are really starting to hit the ball hard off Ben Couture. No cheapies in this inning with their base hits. That was nice, Ms. Vlasic. What have you been feeding him? Double to bring home 2 runs. It is 12-0. And now to the bottom of the order, Quinn Pfeiffer. But I think we're going to have a pitching change. Brett Veliquette goes to the mound for Clements. Couture gets an ovation. And we'll be back to see who the next pitcher is for the Clements Rangers. It's all Ridge Point, 12-0 they lead it, and we'll be back.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgig.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
First Tire and Auto celebrates spring with the big tire sale. It is big, big, big. Buy 3 tires and get 1 free. The rubber hits the road with great savings for all the high school sports fans as we cheer on all student athletes. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugarland and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
The third pitcher of the night for the Clements Rangers is Alec Nicholas, right-hander. No wins or losses. This is his 6th appearance. All of those previous appearances have come out of the bullpen. He's got a nice ERA, 0.66. And he works to Quinn Pfeiffer. Up and in, ball 1 on Quinn. So when it rains, it pours. Ridge Point has scored 5 runs in an inning twice, once in the 3rd and once here in the 6th, and they lead it 12-0. Nicholas looks back at second where Vlasic is, and a pitch is inside, and Vlasic will advance to third base. The count 2-0 on Quinn Pfeiffer. Singled in the 2nd, grounded out in the 3rd, and flied out to left field in the 5th. Righty versus righty. Pfeiffer, the 8th Panther to bat in this inning, and he goes the other way to right field, and a nice running catch out there by Jackson Mino, and Vlasic had come off the bag. He didn't tag up, so he's going to stay at third. That's the second out. Now to the top of the order, Zion Stevens.
Number 1, Stevens.
Be nice to see Zion break out here. Everybody else is hitting. It's just that kind of night where it can be contagious. Nicholas hesitates as he comes set and then brings it home. Ball 1, just inside. Still 70 degrees here at Frankie Field. That's a foul ball out of play on the right. So the Panthers will take on the Austin Bulldogs at home on the hardscrabble streets of Siena. And we'll bring you the Batter Up Show at 6:45 on Friday evening. 1-1 pitch is just upstairs a little bit, maybe a little outside too. 2-1 on Zion Stevens. Nicholas looks in, gets the sign. Here's the 2-1. Outside, backhanded by Culver, and he looks down to third, and Vlasic is not coming down the line. Here's the 3-1. Just gets a piece, and it bounces up and hits him in the elbow, so it goes to 3-2. Nicholas just trying to end this very difficult top of the 6th for the Rangers. Brings it down and away, and Stevens draws a walk, so runners first and third, and now to Owen Ferris, who started this inning.
Right fielder, number 2.
He started
Ferris.
with a single. So the Panthers have batted around in this 6th inning. Stevens leading off of first. I don't think that Coach Welch will want him to go, and the first pitch is high for a ball to Ferris. Stands tall in the right-handed box. Alec Nicholas comes set. There's a strike at the letters right down the middle, and kind of the right-hander's pitch tailing in on the right-handed hitter. Justin Bossas waiting to bat next. Here's the 1-1. That's inside. I hope you're getting a break during spring break, and if you are, you can listen to Kempner Bay City softball tomorrow at noon. 2-1 pitch, burns off the outside corner, 2-2 now. Nicholas Roxanne brings it down the right field line, twisting into foul ground. We're kind of moving, for the most part, into a Tuesday-Friday rhythm on the baseball and softball schedules. Only if there's a weather postponement are we likely to have something other than Tuesday and Friday, with a few exceptions. Here's the 2-2. Down and out. The count now 3-2. So as Ferris stands in here, we know that Stevens will be breaking off of first base. 3-2 with 2 outs. Vlasic is still at third. And now Nicholas steps off. Ferris steps out. Nicholas ready, brings it. Upstairs for ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Don't promise you can't deliver.
Okay, so Vlasic was already at third. Stevens is now at second. And here we go with Justin Vasas, the Texas A&M commit, and has been for the last 3 years, and he smokes it towards center field, and it gets down in front of Lehan. That'll bring home Vlasic. Stevens scores easily from second. And the merry-go-round continues. It is now 14-0, matching the score of the Elkins versus Nimitz game that I had back on Monday night. I know we're going to have some baseball and softball drama this year. I'm just still waiting for it. Wow, what a night for Vasas. That was a double. So let's see. What you got there, Justin?
Number 4.
Single, double. Hit the ball hard and fly it out to right field, and then another single and another double. Here's a ground ball by J.J. Kennett. Sigelski grabs, wrong foots it, gets his man at first base, and finally the inning ends, but not before the Panthers score 7 times. And by the way, Mark Sherman, my good friend at Austin, gave us a score that, well, I appreciate him giving it to me. It's not what he wanted. Travis beat Austin 4-1 tonight at Travis. So the Austin Bulldogs will come to Siena on Friday night with a record of 0-1 in district play. Unless something really, really, really crazy happens, Ridge Point's going to be 1-0 in district play. We'll be back.
First Tire and Auto celebrates spring with the big tire sale. It is big, big, big. Buy 3 tires and get 1 free. The rubber hits the road with great savings for all the high school sports fans as we cheer on all student athletes. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Number 9, Ryan Brown.
As the man said, Ryan Brown leads off for Clements here in the bottom of the 6th, and Clements has to score at least 5 runs to keep this game going. It will be a run rule job, but it's not going to be Hunter Nichols pitching a complete game. He is done for the night and is on track to be the winning pitcher. And the new pitcher is Kellen Gradisar. In the month of March, 2 appearances, 2 no decisions, a save March 10th against Brazos Wood in a game that the Panthers won 6-1, and he got the save March 4th against Fulshear in a 6-3 game. Foul ball back to the screen. Or was it a ball back to the screen? It was a ball. So Gradisar, the right-hander, rocks and brings it, burns off the outside corner. That evens the count 2-2 on Brown. Well, we'll see if we can close the book on Hunter Nichols, although I don't have my usual crutch of the Game Changer page that's active like I really like. Nobody's doing that tonight. Where have you gone, Mrs. Mihalis? Here's the 3-2, swung on and missed. And Gradisar strikes out Brown. One away. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hunter Nichols had 11 strikeouts, and now Gradisar has one, so an even dozen for Ridge Point pitchers tonight. Catcher Griffin Culver stands in. Gradisar burns off the outside corner after Culver took the first pitch. Now it's 1-1. Gradisar works quickly. Outside for a ball. You know, he's not as tall as Kent Tekulve, but he's pretty lean. Here's the 2-1. Burns off the outside corner again, and if it wasn't 14-0, I'm not sure that wouldn't be a strike. Gradisar nods, brings it. The 2-2 is downstairs. Kennett looks over at Coach Dutka in the dugout. Relays the sign. Here comes the 3-2. Swung on and missed. A pair of strikeouts already for Gradisar. He is not in a position to get the save here.
What you mean you don't like riding the bus?
All right, now it is Stefano Damaris.
Number 15, Stefano Damaris.
It's going to take me a long time to add up the totals tonight. So when this game ends, there's going to be a long commercial break. I just want to warn you about that. Damaris, the last hope for Clements. They're down 14-0. Here's the pitch. That's outside. 2-0. As Gradisar works to Damaris. 2-0 on the way. That's a strike at the letters. Gradisar getting his grip inside the glove, brings it. That's a strike on the outside corner, and now Clements is down to its final strike. Gradisar shakes off a sign. Now he gets the one he wants. Here comes the 2-2. Upstairs, and he goes full on a second consecutive hitter. 77 miles per hour on that last pitch. Thanks, I thought that was a video machine. Here's the 3-2. Popped up and looks like it's going to go near the wall, and great effort by Kennett. Sliding through the on-deck circle, could not get there, and his pitcher, his first baseman Vlasic, picks him up. Good effort, JJ, and also good job not, ruining your knee going too hard after it when it's 14-0. That's good baseball IQ right there. Count still 3-2. Here comes another payoff pitch to Damaris. Gradisar rocks and brings it just outside, ball 4. So this game will go on just a little bit longer.
Walk hard out of my keys. I'm one hustling young. I got red stuff all of my dealing. I'm one money getting.
Jackson Mino looking at Gradisar for the first time. These two teams played a meaningless non-district game on Saturday, and that was a 14-2 Ridge Point win. 79 miles per hour on that last pitch. Gradisar with a cursory check at Damaris running off first. Pitch outside. And the count is now 2-0 on Mino, who has struck out twice. Righty versus righty. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed, 2-1. Gradisar looks over at Damaris, now comes home with it, and that is smoked to left center field and down for a hit. The Rangers are still alive. Damaris just moves over to second and stops there. Now Taylor Brown, 0 for 1 with a fourth inning walk.
Number 20, Taylor Brown.
Taylor Brown has played some awesome left field tonight. Gradisar ready, looks back at second, brings the pitch, breaking ball, outside corner strike. Gradisar looks back at second again, brings a curveball, down and away, 1-1. Hope springs eternal in the Clements dugout. They're down 14-0. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. So Gradisar struck out the first two hitters and now having some trouble finding the strike zone. 2-1. Strike on the outside corner, throw down to second base, and Damaris gets back in. Now Clements is down to its final strike again with the count 2-2. Gradisar steps off, wants Kennett to go through the signs again. He does. Now he comes set and comes home. Way outside, and we go to a full count on another hitter. 3 hitters this inning have gone to a full count. Cooper Sigelski would be next. Here's the 3-2. Now a look back at second, and they pick him off to end the game. Damaris tagged out by Zion Stevens on a nice spin move by Gradisar, and that will do it. Like I said, there's going to be a long commercial break. We might have a post-game interview. I'm not sure. We will see. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Learn more about gig speed Wi-Fi and other fast speed options. Get started with Xfinity Internet 50 megabits per second for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and you could save hundreds a year on wireless. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 331.22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and XFi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares optimized pricing of top carriers. Xfinity Internet required.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
First Tire and Auto celebrates spring with the big tire sale. It is big, big, big. Buy 3 tires and get 1 free. The rubber hits the road with great savings for all the high school sports fans as we cheer on all student athletes. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and claim your savings. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
And we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
All right, we're back, and I was going to say, fortunately, the music stopped right when we needed it to, but I can turn down one microphone, and that'll be fine. Okay, so Ridge Point wins easily tonight in its district opener against Clements. For the Ridge Point Panthers, 14 runs on 14 hits, no errors, and by my count, they left 10 men on base. I might be off by 1 or 2 on that number of runners left on base. For Clements, no runs on 4 hits. They committed 4 errors, and they left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher, Hunter Nichols, went the first 5 innings, and then Gradisar finished it up for him, but it was not a save situation. The losing pitcher, Nate Nafgar of Clements. So the Rangers fall to 0-1 in district play. The Panthers at 1-0 will take on Austin Friday night in a game that starts at 7. We'll start with our Batter Up show at 6:45 from the hardscrabble streets of Siena. And by the way, the usual suspects in District 26A are Ridge Point and Travis, and tonight at Travis, the Tigers defeated the Austin Bulldogs 4-1. So that means that Ridgepoint and Austin, well, Ridgepoint will be 1-0 and Austin will be 0-1, but Travis will be keeping pace. And so we always look forward to those situations in which it is Ridgepoint versus Travis. Always really good competition, even in pretty much any sport. But, always these delicious baseball matchups as Ridgepoint takes on Travis. Justin Vassis is going to join us, I hope, on our post-game show. And Justin, talk pretty loud, because that's pretty loud. So, okay, I'm sure you keep up with your hitting line. You went 4 for 5 tonight with 2 doubles. And I couldn't keep track of how many runs you drove in, but what are you seeing when you get up there? Is the ball starting to look big for you?
Yeah, a little big. I got up there, just simple approach. Last few weeks, I was kind of trying to do too much, so I've been working in the cages, just trying to simple it out, hit the ball hard, and obviously it showed out today. I hit all the balls hard, it caught one of them in right, but it definitely showed today.
Yeah, the one time that they got you out, you hit the ball pretty hard. And, when I watch Astros games, that they have Jeff Bagwell in the broadcast booth, he likes to keep things simple, too. And talking back to his playing days, he just says, see ball, hit ball, and you don't want to complicate things, do you?
Yeah, that definitely helps me, When I try and get too big, try and hit the ball over the fence, my mechanics usually kind of go out the door. I was just simple load, see the ball, nice easy swing, and obviously, I was hitting the ball hard every direction today, and that's what I want, Throw it outside, hit it hard to right, inside, hit hard to left, and I hit one to center, so I was really happy with my approach today.
Well, this is a nice, easy win for you and your team, but, I've been in Texas my whole life, and that's a very long life. I'm way older than I look. And I've always been intrigued by Aggies and Longhorns, and I know you are still committed to A&M, and that's great. I'm an Aggie dad and everything. But I also notice, I hear about this freshman pitcher, Jack McKernan. He's a freshman, and he's committed to Texas, apparently. And, when you were a freshman, you told us you were going to go to A&M, and you have stuck by that. Are you going to try and maybe persuade him to go to College Station?
Yeah, I've been trying. We go back and forth with jokes to each other, It's all fun and games, but that's where we wanted to go, Great pitcher, freshman. It's crazy to see how good he is. And, of course, give him a few persuasions to try and get there, but we'll see.
Well, I remember back in 2019, the chance of he's a freshman when you were doing so well, especially in the playoffs. And that would be fun to hear the chance of he's a freshman for, Jack McKernan when he's pitching the Panthers to playoff wins, hopefully. Maybe all the way
he's going to be a big asset, Good pitcher, located with a few pitches from the left, throws pretty hard. Those strikes, he's going to be hard to hit. So he's someone on our probably Friday night. He'll be a good asset.
Well, is there anybody you want to say hi to before we let you go?
I'll say hi to my grandma watching in her apartment. I love her and hope she had a good night.
All right. And is that far away? Or
no, just here in Quail Valley. She couldn't make it out tonight.
Okay. Well, I don't know if she was watching on video or listening on VypeFortBend.com, but if she didn't listen on VypeFortBend.com, you can tell her that she can listen on the podcast. It'll be ready in about a half an hour, hopefully.
All right.
Great job, Justin, tonight. Thanks for joining us on the post-game show. And we will see you on Friday night when you take on Austin. All right. Tonight's exclusive VypeFortBend.com broadcast of Ridgepoint against Clements in baseball, brought to you by Xfinity, the future of awesome. Also by First Tire and Auto, 4 great Fort Bend County locations where you can get the best prices on tires and any service that your vehicle needs to run at its very best. They've got that too. All 4 of those locations open Monday through Saturday. Visit firsttireandauto.com. By Archer Volkswagen, open since 1956 and ready to serve you. Archer Volkswagen is on Highway 59 South, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. You will feel like family at Archer Volkswagen. And by the Needville Insurance Agency. Put hundreds of dollars back in your pocket when Bradley Stavanaugh and the Needville Insurance Agency team Shop all those insurance carriers, and they will find the very lowest premium for you. You don't even have to leave your house. Call Bradley Stavanaugh, and he will save you money on your car insurance or your home insurance or both. Call 979-793-7411 or go to needvilleinsurance.com. For everybody on the Vype team, this is Roger Smith saying so long from First Colony, where Ridgepoint defeats Clements 14-0, and we will talk to you tomorrow at 11:45 a.m. and bring you the game, the softball game between Kempner and Bay City. Thanks for listening. Good night, everybody.